Hey everyone, and welcome to today's reading. I'm really excited for you to be here because I know this is a reading that is pretty popular. Currently checking in with this person on your mind, what their thoughts and current feelings are for you right now. And we haven't done it in a while, so I'm ready to get into it. We do have a different tarot deck for each of the readings today. And then we are going to start with pulling an energy check-in with the Tarot of the Pyramids. And then we do have an oracle to look at. And we're going to end with a little bit of advice, of course. So without further ado, let's get into the pile selections. Now, if you already know what pile you are mostly attracted to, don't forget the timestamps are in the comments and in the description below, along with all the decks that I'm using. So let's get into it. Pile 1, today we have the red jasper, mini tower, mini pointed tower. And today we will be using the Midnight Magic Tarot of the Mushrooms deck. Again, pile 1, the red jasper with the Midnight Magic Tarot of the Mushrooms tarot deck. Okay, pile 2, we have this tiger's eye mini pointed tower. And today, pile 2, we will be using the Bee Tarot. For your reading today. So again, we have the mini tiger's eye pointed tower with the Bee Tarot. And finally, pile 3, we have this mini tower malachite piece. And we will be using the Awaken tarot deck today. So for pile 3, the piece of malachite tower and the Awaken tarot deck. I'm excited. Feel free to pause and take a moment to intuitively think about which pile is for you. I feel like I haven't done this in a while. I know I've done a few of this topic is, one of my favorites. I also know you guys like it too, but I feel like I haven't done it in a while. So I'm excited to see what the messages are. Remember, it's current energy as well. This energy is in the current, in the right here and right now. It may change, it may transform. Remember that this is, a timeless reading as well. So whenever you come across it, that's when the messages should connect and resonate with you. So without further ado, I will meet you at your reading. Bye, guys. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So if you chose this red jasper mini tower, pointed tower, and or if you chose the Midnight Magic Tarot of the Mushrooms, then this is your reading. Before we get into the tarot, which we're going to get into very soon, I want to pull one card from the Tarot of the Pyramids because I want to get an energy check. We are asking, currently, what are their thoughts and feelings for you? This is a timeless reading. Keep that in mind. So whenever you come across this, the messages should resonate. And keep in mind as well, this, regardless of whether you're with this person or not, regardless of what the connection is, we are tuning into their energy as far as their feelings and current thoughts for you. Okay, energy could change as well. So You know, this is just the current energy. Okay. Hi, Cloud. Hey, baby. He's doing better. Thanks for those of you that are asking about Cloud. Our mentioned Cloud, he's doing really great on his new medication, and we have a vet appointment next week. So it's gonna be a journey with that guy, but he's so amazing. Okay, that being said, let's get into it. Spirit, the person on Pal One's mind, and thank you so much, Spirit, for being here today. We're looking for one card. You know, what are their thoughts and feelings right now? What energy is the best energy we could pick up on for this reading for Pal One on their person? How they're currently feeling, thinking about Pal One. The World. Card number 21. Look at the lion. So this is Leo energy. It's in Saturn, the house of Saturn. And it's card number 21. Now keep in mind, this is a major arcana. It's the last of the major arcana if this was in the tarot. And, you know, this could be a new beginning. This could be an ending of some kind as well. Let's see. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, imperfection. Wow. This is Pentacles energy with card number 75. What an interesting card. I never got this card before. Imperfection. That could relate to the connection in general. You know, that it's not perfect in some way, which, you know, what is perfect? But we're going to get into this energy as we look at the tarot. So, Spirit, again, thank you for being here today. And we're asking currently the person on Pal One's mind. What are their thoughts and feelings for Pal One right now? All right. The person on Pal One's mind. We're going to get 4 cards, and then we're going to end up getting some clarifiers as well. The current thoughts for Pal One's. All right. 4 of Wands. Hi, baby. Do you want to come up? It's Cloud again. So I think it wants to be upright. And it does. Now, 4 of Wands. Wow, the energy of... This could be a new beginning. What their thoughts and feelings for you right now? They could be thinking about something starting. It says the birch polypore. It's a type of mushroom. And I don't know if you could tell, but there is a stairwell leading up, and someone's at the top of the stairwell. Almost the feeling of coming home. I'm getting that energy. Okay. What else, Spirit? What are their current thoughts and feelings for Pal One right now? Jeez. Where did that go? Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. I almost lost my mind for a second. All right, 7 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Now, it's came up in reverse, but let's look at it upright. This is the Dune Cup. Some of you might resonate with Dune by Frank Herbert, the book, although they're movies now. 7 of Pentacles, wow, in reverse. Almost, it is sensing like someone wants to begin again, to cut the weeds out of the way. If I'm thinking of a garden, for example. And again, this might be a new person for you. So by begin again, it could just be them wanting to begin something new. And that could be with the new person, which is you. Or you might have history with this person. We're going to find out more. But we have the 7 of Cups coming up in reverse. Oh my God. That feels like 2 7s back to back as well. And this is the Black Trumpet. Trumpet. It reminds me of music, like an orchestra. But Seven of Cups coming up in reverse. This energy that I'm getting is confusion. Let's see. How are they thinking and feeling for pile one right now, Spirit? 7 again. Oh my God. And the Fool. So 3 7. 7 is the Chariot, by the way. The energy of the Chariot. Movement. 7 of Swords. Amethyst. Deceiver. Wow. Even the mushroom has the name of Amethyst Deceiver. That's so something is being hidden. And it came out with the Fool, which is card number 0. It's the bonus card, I guess you could say, in the major arcana. And it says Chicken of the Wood. Chicken of the Woods. Okay. Never heard of that. Look at that wolf. How beautiful. And there is a butterfly. And then you see, I'm assuming Uranus. Uranus, sorry. Because it's the Fool energy. And the Fool has energy in that house. Wow. Now, the feeling I'm getting with these two coming out is someone is keeping very secret what the next action is going to be, what they're thinking, and that someone is the person on your mind, obviously. What they're thinking and feeling right now is a little confused of what action to take, but also that they might be keeping it secret. I don't know, or hidden from you. Something is being hidden in some way. But let's get some clarifiers. Why is the Four of Wands here? What are their current thoughts and feelings for pile 1? The World. Oh my goodness, guys. Honey mushroom. What a pretty name for the world. Honey. It feels like a beginning, a fresh start. Again, this is card number 21. A lot of Leo energy. This is very strong. Fire coming up, just with the World coming up twice. You know, this, and it's coming to clarify the Four of Wands. Now, whether this is someone from your past, this could be a new person as well. If we need to, we could get clarifiers for you, pile 1. But wow, there is for sure a new beginning this person wants with you. They want some type of homecoming. So again, there is a little bit of energy of someone from the past. And we are going to get clarifiers eventually, but let's get the rest of our cards. Why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit? What are they currently thinking and feeling for pile 1? Okay, the Knight of Pentacles coming upright. It did fall on the ground. Now, this is the action. This is the action that they are considering. And Knight of Pentacles, it says white truffle. Wow. We have black trumpet, white truffle. Cool mushroom names. I never realized how many mushrooms there were. I like portobello. I like making chicken marsala a lot. But anyway, enough about my mushroom cooking. The white truffle, Knight of Pentacles, very, and you know, with mushrooms, when you cook mushrooms, you have to keep them separated. It's very slow. You don't want to burn them. You don't want to crowd them. I like to cook them with butter. And we did get honey mushroom coming up. Just that beautiful juice that comes up. So Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this is going to be a slow, they want to come forward. They are thinking and feeling. They're considering new action. I feel like they are going to take their time. It's not going to come fast, you know, even with the full energy coming up, but it's being tempered, or I should say it's being clarified, or it came out with the Seven of Swords, which is where, you know, the idea of this person really wanting to rush forward, but not They're tempering it in some way. They really want to plant seeds that are going to bloom and blossom. So in order to do that, they want to move slow. So let's see. Wow. Five of Wands. There might have been some challenges, and I think this is where this person's thoughts are being clarified by or Five of Wands clarifying the Seven of Cups. This feels like the energy of conflict. What's the name? Orange Pinwheel. I'm getting some sort of cycle that, this could be someone you have history with. With the World coming out twice too, it could have been a cycle that has come into completion not once, but we're getting it twice. And this could be what the challenge is, where the confusion is for this person when it comes to you. What type of seeds do they want to plant? Because whatever they did in the past is not working or has not worked, because it's causing, this cycle to continue. So I think that's why they want to take considered action with the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles is an offer. It is a strong offer. It's a considerable offer. I keep saying considerate or considerable for some reason. You might say that a lot. I don't know. All right, Seven of Swords with the Fool. Why? Eight of Pentacles, putting in effort, putting in work, with the Knight of Cups coming in reverse. This could be the idea of this person moving forward, not in an emotional, not leading by emotion, but more so leading by realization or awareness with grounded energy. So we have the Knight of Pentacles upright with the Knight of Cups in reverse, almost like they want to do things right. And they want to put in the effort. I really feel like this could be what they are hiding from you right now, especially if you haven't heard from this person. Geez, I'm dropping all the tarot. But, this person may have fumbled the ball, and continued to fumble the ball. And I feel like this may have ended more than once. Like I said, this could have been a cycle that you've been in with this person. But I want to get some clarifiers. On the bottom of the deck, I can't be sure because the deck fumbled and I had to pick them all up. I hope I got all of them. But we got the Hermit coming up in reverse. So this gives me the impression that this person and you may have been in no communication. The cycle that you have been in with this person may have been very imperfect, but it may have led to some type of awareness, consciousness, some type of higher reflection with higher powers, with your spirit, for this person, but for sure for you, I'm getting as well. But the energy that I'm getting from the Hermit in reverse is someone coming out of a very reflective period. And it could be this person, because what they're thinking about right now. Oh, I did want to get clarifiers before we get into the oracle. But what I'm getting right now is them really, wanting what they want is not, but they can't logically, they're having a hard time figuring out how to get there. They may be very deep in they might still be struggling with that. Because again, with the Four of Wands coming up with the World, I really am getting the energy that this person wants union. They want to come home. They want success. They want to get through the struggles. They want to climb that mountain and get to the top. That's the energy I'm getting with this Four of Wands. And again, the World came out. Like pile one, that's That's Leo energy. That's fire. I feel like this person really does have passion for you. I do feel like this person thinks you are sweet like honey. Like you are gold to them. That's the energy I'm getting with it being clarified by the Four of Wands. I want to get, okay. Now, again, some of you, this might be a new person, and this could be them healing from past energy cycles they may have been through, and they want to start fresh with you. They're a new person. But I think the majority of you might have history with this person as far as that cycle. But let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. So, Four of Wands with the World. Wow. And Four of Wands energy is also fire energy. It's Wands. This is, I want to say Aries. Yeah. And we also have sunflowers coming up, which reminds me of Leo, but it is Aries, I believe. Four of Wands. So fire energy. They are feeling, and I think it's also not just passionate as far as physical. I feel like they're feeling that inspiration, that spark to move forward. Why is the World and Four of Wands here, Spirit? What else could you tell us about one's thoughts and feelings? Okay, Ten of Cups is coming up in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. What a pretty card. Portobello. Oh my goodness. Of course, Ten of Cups is the Portobello. And it came up in reverse. So again, this feels like a past person. Things may have ended. Things may have gone sour. I feel like there's some type of disconnect with communication as well for a lot of you. And again, I feel like this has given this person time to think about how they would want to come forward. But they might be confused, especially if, they've tried this before. I want to get one more card for Four of Wands in the World. Wow, the Hermit in reverse wants to come out. The person is your person on your mind. Wow, I'm getting a very strong message that this person is coming out of this reflective state. If they haven't been communicating, what they are hiding right now is the fact that they are wanting to take action. That's what they're thinking about. That's what they're feeling inspired to do. They're feeling inspired to take inspired action in some way. I do feel like imperfection. I'm also getting the energy of this person in their deep reflection. They've come to realize all of the imperfections. I'm getting a lot of their imperfections from their heart chakra. Maybe they were closed off to you in some way. Things may have ended. Look at that skull. Wow. Energy is very strong in this reading, Pal One. How this person feels. And there's a lawnmower going out. I'm hoping that my microphone will tune out that loud lawnmower, but it's summer energy, time sensitive. All right, so why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles? Now, by the way, Pentacles energy is very slow moving. Even imperfection is card number 75. And in the Tarot of the Pyramids, that does represent Pentacles energy. So let's go ahead. And just the fact that we got 3 sevens, like that is nuts. Sevens may, mean something for you. You may have seen sevens. But for the most part, I'm getting the energy of movement. It could also be emotional. It's Cancer energy. It could also represent moon energy, the Chariot energy, sevens. Sorry, I felt like I had to say that message before it left me. All right, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Pentacles. What's going on, Spirit? What else could you tell us about this action? So we have, Six of Pentacles in reverse. They may want to balance the energy between the two of you. Now, this is the Prince. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool name. Six of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Again, a Pentacles. That is earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very strong in this thought, this feeling. And the feeling that I'm getting is they want to move forward very slow in a very balanced way. They want to bring back some sunshine in this connection as they are moving forward. Your energy might be blocked to them currently as well. And they do want to lay a new foundation down. I'm getting the image of someone planting new seeds really, really delicately, like precisely with keen observation. Like this person is down to the ground of the soil, watering them, measuring it. They're in a beautiful landscape. I don't know. That's the energy I'm getting with this Seven of Pentacles in reverse, that they just want to make it right. And by doing so, I feel like they want to come in slower so that they could, use discernment with balancing the energy. If they weren't giving you a balanced, wow, look at that. Three of Pentacles, guys. Thank you, Spirit, for being here today for pile one. But if that's the clarifier. They want to work together with you to balance this. If they were the ones that weren't meeting you halfway, they understand this and they want to fix it. Their idea is, the Knight is a pretty matured suit. It's not the Page, it's the Knight. It's a little bit more mature. They have a sense a little bit more of what they want. They might slip into toxic energy. They're not the king, but they will come back around quicker, I should say. So with the Knight of Pentacles, as they're navigating this action, this path that they're taking toward you, they may not be perfect, is the point I'm trying to make. They may still slip up, pile one, but I feel like they're really trying to make it right. They're really trying to balance the energy. They really want to work with you. Whoa, that was so strong, that message. All right, Five of Wands, upright. I hear a crow in the background. Blackbird. Could be a raven. Not sure if there's a different sound. I did look up the difference between crows and ravens, though. Something about their tail. Okay. Seven of Cups. One is flat. One is like pointed and thicker. But I forget which one is which. Sorry, I wanted to rant that a blackbird or crow or ravens may mean something to Edgar Allan Poe. Getting the orange, you know what? That might be why I'm getting like October energy. Orange pinwheel. Orange reminds me of October. Okay, sorry. That might mean something for you guys because I went into that and like a stream of consciousness with that one. All right, Seven of Cups. Let's focus. Seven of Cups with the Five of Wands. Okay, I'm getting a couple of messages already, but let's get a clarifier too. The Hierophant. Ooh. I'm getting commitment. They may not have offered you commitment. That could have been the challenge. One of the challenges. They weren't reciprocating in some way, and they weren't offering you commitment in some way. Three of Swords. That could have been why things may have ended. I mean, we got the World twice, so it does feel like, it could have been a cycle, could have been bad habits, but I think in this reading, it feels like your connection ended more than once. But you and this person keep going back to each other and reliving the same sort of cycle. And I feel like in this reading, Spirit is saying the cycle could change. This person wants to change this cycle. That's what they're thinking about. That's what they're feeling. Whatever this cycle, but they are confused a little bit. Spirit, let's get one more detail. How are they going to change this cycle? And Do they want commitment? What's the solution to their confusion? Spirit, what could you tell us? Justice. Okay. Okay, that's the energy. Guys, now Spirit is just giving us the same messages to confirm, but they want to bring in some justice. They want to make things right. So whatever, energy wasn't being given, or if they weren't offering you a commitment, they are getting more serious. They are prioritizing that, but they're not going to move fast. So keep that in mind. If, I agree with that. I'm going to be honest. That me personally, rushing in that scares me to pieces. That would make me run. I think. I don't care who you are, but someone that moves slow and respectfully and kindly, like that's my vibe. And I feel like that's the vibe this person is going to come in with for you. They want to make it right. Okay. All right. Let's move on over here. And then we're going to get into our oracles. And this has already been a pretty long reading, but this is a big topic. And I know it's a popular one. So I want to make sure I do it justice. Okay. What's the mushroom name? Old Man of the Woods. Maturity. Card number 11. Sorry. I'm getting so caught up in the mushrooms in this deck that I'm forgetting to give you some of the horoscopes. So this is card number 11. This is Libra energy. Okay, whether you are this person or, you may or not be, but it's just the energies that come from the reading, but Libra energy is Venus. It's very passionate, I'm getting. But it could also make someone hesitate, that type of energy. So this person could really be getting out of that hermit. The hermit energy is Virgo with card number 9. Okay. So, and then we got the Fool. We already said I don't know if I mentioned Aquarius, but Uranus energy. Okay. Not too many major arcana. Actually, scratch that. We do have a lot of cards out. Justice and Hierophant. Hierophant is card number 5. And it's Taurus energy, also in Venus. And then we already said Justice. All right. Sorry, guys. So that being said, let's get over here. The Fool. Taking a risk. Maybe keeping it to themselves right now. Wanting to put in the effort, wanting to put in the work, and not come through in an emotional way. I think they really want to come in to this in an intelligent, logical way. What else, Spirit? Anything else to end this tarot portion? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So they may not offer you the big final, commitment with the ace, but I do feel like they're offering you the Knight. They want it to be more consistent before it's more committed. They just want to bring in justice. And they may not be ready for the Ace of Pentacles, but I also could get the energy that this is what they could be keeping from themselves, like almost blocking themselves from this, or they may have done that in the past too, block themselves from a new opportunity. Or that could have been the energy. Let's get one more clarifier for that, actually. What are they feeling? Lot of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. Trapped energy in their head. And it could be about what they might want to offer you. So that, okay, the energy I'm getting overall, Queen of Swords. Yeah, very logical. Knight of Swords. They want to be very well informed. They want to be very precise. They want to do every step they want to make right. They want these imperfections to be perfect. They want to make it right and perfect. Sorry, I feel like now I'm repeating myself. So let's get into the oracles. But yeah, that's the energy. You're their honeypot. You brought them a lot of happiness. I'm getting Leo and fire energy from this reading. But that doesn't mean you or your person are fire. That could also be, what is it? Aries, Sagittarius. But strong Leo with the world coming out twice. That's crazy. But I do feel like this person is, even though there's a lot of passion and some intensity as well, I do feel like this person is very focused. I'm getting the energy as that they are trying to temper their emotions. So they're coming more so in a grounded energy this time. You're going to see changes. You're going to feel it. If you don't feel it, then it's not the time. But I do feel like when they come in, it's going to feel right. Okay? Because that's their intention. They want to make it right. All right, let's get into the heart's hidden secrets. How are they feeling and thinking right now when it comes to pile one? This fell on the ground. Healing. Wow. They may have already healed. Stress. This feels like the Eight of Swords energy that came up. Let's get one more. Open heart. Heart chakra. You know, they're opening up their heart chakra. And I think they understand that they may be, you know, getting the pieces together. Things may have gotten in the way. Putting them together, putting themselves together. And I think in that process, they are starting to open their heart again. Okay, let's get one more. And I wouldn't be surprised if they are already at that, near their end of the healing, understanding their mistakes. Bottom of the deck energy, family, that feels like that now the Ten of Cups is coming up again. This feels like Ten of Cups energy, where at once it came up in reverse. They want to make things better. Okay, so let's get into your advice as we close out your reading. Wow. Yeah, this person, if they haven't made contact with you, I feel like they're going to come in. I feel casually they're going to just slip in and just be like, hey, how are you? They might be very, non-emotional in their messaging. Don't take it personal. I think that's just their conscious decision so that they could really move forward in a balanced way. So if it's not already happening, let me know in the comments if this has resonated with you, Pile One. I really do wish you the best with this person. Whether or not you choose to be with this person, that of course is always your decision. What is the advice, Spirit, for Pile One as we close out the reading today? Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Healing, again, is coming up. The energy that this could be mutual too. If you did have a separation or some type of disconnect with this person, this could have created some, hung for confirmation, some, growth for this person and also for you. But I think this is, this being your advice, this feels like a queen. You have transformed. You are ascending. And I'm getting I'm getting that you are in your divine. And you are allowing spirit to come in as well. Like, look at how her palm is open, her right palm. hand to God. And she's holding the wand. She's very inspired. So I feel like that is what Spirit is saying. Like, you are also have come so far. This person might have been the catalyst to your growth. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, healing again. Breaking the cycle. Break the chain. Whatever this was between you and this person, with the world coming up twice, like that is a strong message that Spirit is saying. A new beginning can take place, third time's a charm, but you have to go in consciously. And I feel like this person as well is on that mindset. Like they're seeing that perspective as well. So you two are aligned in that way. You both want to break this. Whatever this was, you want to break it. Inner temple. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. I definitely feel like this is your person, but also this could be you. This might be a little bit of mirroring inner energy with the healing. And then we have the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Things are happening all in divine timing. Everything is unfolding in the best way possible for you. This is such a beautiful card. I love when I get it because it just reminds me that everything that has happened thus far was meant to happen. So I really do feel like if this person has really activated some sort of growth, healing, spiritual connection, the inner temple, I do feel like it was meant to be. So throughout these challenges that surface with this person, you have to kind of appreciate it in a way, because then this wouldn't have happened. If that makes sense for some of you. And just remember that nothing is perfect. So many messages with this card, such a beautiful card of healing. It could also represent healing, grounded energy, spiritual connection. It feels like the sun, Leo, but it is pentacles in this deck. Wow. Okay, guys, this is where we are going to end your reading today. And I hope that this helped or, gave you some insights in some way. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Tiger's Eye Pointed Tower, mini pointed tower, and or if you chose this really cool B Tarot, then this is your reading. So we are going to start with the pulling a quick card from the Tarot of the Pyramids before we get into the tarot. Just to get an idea, we are asking what are their thoughts, what are their feelings for you right now. The person that is currently on your mind, remember this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this, pile 2, the messages should resonate for the person currently that you're thinking about. What are they currently thinking and feeling for pile 2? All right. Spirit, what is the overall energy of how the person on pile 2 mind? What are their thoughts and feelings for pile 2 right now, Spirit? What could you tell us? Whoa. The Devil. Oh, pile 2. This is going to be a doozy. All right. The Devil is coming out. Don't be scared of the Devil. But there could be a lot of things that are brewing in this connection. It's card number 15. This is Capricorn energy in the house of Saturn. Wow. Okay. Let's put it over here. You know what? If you clicked off because that is the overall energy, I get it. But those of you that are sticking around for your reading, you know what? This may not be as bad as you think. We will figure it out. And wisdom, card number 43. Now, this is swords energy. Someone is writing on in a book, a scroll with a feather, sun in the background. There might be some communication. Okay, let's get into it. The Fool coming right after that. Interesting. So let's give it a couple of shuffles. Thank you, Spirit, for being here for pile 2 today as we are asking, the person on pile 2's mind. Regardless of the connection, you could be with this person or not. It really doesn't matter, pile 2. All right, let's give it one. Person on pile 2's mind. What are their current thoughts and feelings right now for pile 2? We're going to get 4 cards. Ace of Wands. Wow. Upright. Ace of Wands. What are their thoughts and feelings? I mean, they definitely have a very passionate, exciting spark for you. I feel like something was ignited within them and they are rising to the occasion. There's some fire energy, guys, with this devil. All right, this is the 4 of Jars, which the jars represent cups in this B tarot deck. And so we have the 4 of Cups coming up. They're contemplating something. They may not be taking action right now. But I feel like it has something to do with, like, look at how distracted this person is that he's spilling the honey into the jar. And then in the clouds, which is where his mind is, you see a almost like a honey pot, not a cup, not a jar. And it has bees surrounding it. It's like overflowing. That's your cup, your honey jar that they're thinking about. So they might be deep in fantasizing about you. Spirit, what is person 2's person thinking and feeling right now for pile 2? Queen of Wands. Are you kidding me? Look at that. They think you are so attractive. They are finding you very wild. I don't know. And look at this, the way this feminine is, you might be very curvy. They might really, really be attracted to your, body parts, especially your chest. And then we have a sunflower, Queen of Wands. This is fire energy, and it could be Aries, the Queen of Wands. But and then what is this? It's kind of like I think it's in the cat family, guys. It's not a fox. It could be a sphinx. One of those type of cats. I don't know. I could be making that up. Either way, whoa. They have a lot of passion for you. Whoever this is, they are thinking about you in a very passionate way. Trying to gain some type of wisdom. But I think they're being really distracted. Whoa. Okay, so this is the 10 of Swords. Yeah, they're in now. 10 of Swords could represent some sort of ending. Something caught on fire. Almost like there's so much heat in this connection that this person either A, burnt themselves out where they're not taking any action. They kind of, like they're, what is that called? Like they're, I can't think of the word, but either way, they're probably not taking any action just because they might be overthinking. And and that's where the devil energy could be. So there might not be too much action. Wow. Especially with the Four of Cups coming up. Let's get some clarifiers. How are they thinking and feeling? Spirit, the Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here? How are they thinking and feeling for pile 2? A lot of cards want to come out. 8 of Jars. You know, with the 10 of Cups, they're walking away. Someone's leaving. Someone is blocking this energy. They're walking away from the honeypots. Now, this could also be this person thinking about walking away from things that they're doing in their own life. You know, if they were in that energy of dating and having multiple sexual partners with the devil. Now, this might not be everyone's person. This is just an example. So please don't, overthink it. But the idea of them walking away from that energy and focusing on you with the Ace of Wands. So I'm getting a couple of messages, and we might have to get some clarifiers for that too. Why is the Four of Jars here, Spirit? What is the person on pile 2's mind thinking and feeling right now for them? So this is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Let's take a look at it upright though. Almost the same image of the 10 of Swords. Look at that. But in the 10 of Swords, it's on fire. But in the 7 of Swords, it hasn't caught fire yet. It's not being destroyed yet, but there's still 6 swords in it, just like this one. Wow. So, and you see a bird swooping in close to the ground. This could have to do something with freedom. Very abundant. Like, look at the scenery in the background of this 7 of Swords. Okay, so I almost feel like they are, that energy of restricting themselves when it comes to you. They almost like they have to temper their energy because they are in this really, they may have been, I don't want to say it because I'm not sure, but for some of you, this person may have really been playing the field, and they might be considering walking away from that energy and starting a new phase. But I'm not seeing commitment. I'm seeing more passion. So if anything, the new phase they would want to start is just kind of, let's see, 6 of Pentacles. They might want to balance things out between you and them. There might be some sort of imbalance. You might be giving too much or they might be giving too much, but they are thinking about some type of equal give and take between the two of you. They could really be, only giving you attention in the physical department, and then might not be balancing that energy in other areas of this connection, if that makes sense. But why is the 10 of Swords here? And we're definitely going to get more clarifiers for this energy. You're kidding me. The Devil again. Card number 15, and it's coming upright. And look at this, the way it's represented. This devil has coins falling out of his hands, almost as if this person has, I'm sensing this person has been in the energy of them focusing on physical aspects, sexual encounters. It could have been with multiple different people. Sorry, if this doesn't sound like your person, this is not your reading, but the idea of them really facing this. And I'm wondering if they are trying to let this energy go and move on and come to a different sort of energy. What is this? The Strength coming up in reverse. Now, again, the Devil card is the Capricorn. We're going to get some clarifiers, though. Energy. And is this the only major arcana? Oh my God. The Devil coming out twice, and this is the only major arcana we have. So this might not be someone that you've been in a serious relationship or connection with. Could be someone new. It could be someone you're talking to, dating. This could be someone that is currently, you might be in a physical connection with. I'm not sensing too many emotional cards. The only one that I'm seeing is Four of Cups, and that could really represent someone, keeping their emotions hidden. We also have it being clarified by the Seven of Swords. So they might be only showing you like their physical side. They might not really be giving you an emotional, they might not be being emotional with you in general. So I find this very interesting, this energy, and I'm really excited to see what some of the clarification is. So we're going to go through it. Before we do, let's take it step by step. So we have the Ace of Wands. This person is thinking how attractive they are towards you. There is a lot of passion. They find you very stimulating. I feel like if they are masculine, they are turned on by you. I mean, this is very, symbolically, it's very phallic. And it's standing straight up. It's even going up in the air, like it's growing, or rising, and I just feel like it's just very passionate energy. So, and then it's being clarified by the Eight of Jars. So to me, the idea of this person walking away from something physical. Now, this could be past energy that they've been kind of dealing with the Devil coming out twice. This could also mean that they are trying not to let the physical take over, trying to balance that energy. Let's get a clarifier. Spirit, why is the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Jars here? How is this person on pile two's mind currently thinking and feeling? Queen of Swords. Now, this could represent you. They may think that you are very intelligent, more intelligent, wise, in your warrior. Look at this queen sitting on her throne in her bee kingdom, and she's looking off to the distance, almost like they don't want to lose you. I am getting the sense in the message for some of you that some of you might have checked this person or potentially have been a little bit, more formal with this person just because of their energy, especially if they are, physically coming, advancing toward you in like a sexual kind of matter. You might be shutting that down, and they might be wondering like, oh, this is interesting. Let's get one more card for that. Why is it Ace of Wands here? The Empress. Wow. Now this is they find you. Oh my goodness. Pile two. They're completely obsessed. They might be very addicted to your energy, your beauty. Look at how beautiful this card is represented with this energy. Someone really, even the bee is on her finger, communicating with the bees, and sensual, abundant, powerful, divine. So they are, I think they're trying to temper their physical, sexual energy when it comes to you. But let's keep going. I'm curious what else. So now we have the Four of Jars, and it's being clarified by the Seven of Swords. Now, the energy that I'm getting is that they are something about your energy is distracting them. They were so focused on all these cups. Now, that could be where the devil energy is. They might have been dating, they may have had multiple people that they're dabbling in. No judgment. Okay, they might just have been going through that phase. But with the Seven of Swords coming up in reverse, this could be them not being completely honest about it. They could be, even lying to themselves when it comes to you, because here you are, not a jar, you are a beautiful pot, like a pot of gold, honey gold. And look at all the bees are just, it's like a feeling of abundance. It's like that Empress energy. And they are distracted. Whatever is going on in their life, they're spilling it, because they're thinking about you. So let's get some clarifiers. Spirit, why is the person on Palchi's mind? Why is the Four of Jars, Seven of Swords in reverse here? What are they thinking and feeling right now for Palchi? Could you tell us about this energy? What is this? Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, something about them not wanting to offer you a love offer. I feel like they're willing to offer you something in the physical department, but I'm not sure if they are allowing themselves to have feel that emotional connection. They might be trying to push it away, their emotions, and gain some wisdom when it comes to you. So let's get one more card. Why is the Four of Cups with the Seven of Swords here? What are they denying? This could also be them lying to themselves that they might be feeling for you, but they're either blocking themselves or not making it known to you. Why is this here, Spirit? What are they thinking and feeling? Four of Wands. Wow. Yes, they are. I do think it's on their mind, though. What it would be like to be in union, to be in a serious connection, especially with someone like you. I mean, I feel like you would feel, hi, Moon. All right, she walked through. They would feel so abundant with you. Your energy is coming up as someone who is intelligent, sexy, super attractive to them. Someone who has, intelligence, who's wise, who's not going to deal with their BS. And I feel like they sense that you are in your power. You would be the pot of gold. Like you would be the ultimate cup. You would lead to a Four of Wands, but with the Ace of Cups coming up in reverse, I feel like they're trying to, I don't know, I feel like they're a little scared too. I feel like they're blocking this a little bit. They're holding on, or they're trying to hold on to old ways. But also I'm getting the energy that they might be considering leaving those old ways behind. Let's get some more clarifiers, and then we are going to get into one of the oracles. So with the Queen of Wands, I mean, again, the energy of, if I were to say who the most beautiful, attractive queen is, it's the Queen of Wands. I know this sounds like such a Leo thing to say, but because I'm a Leo, but I always identify with the Queen of Wands because I am fire energy as well. But we also have the Empress. I mean, that to me is, they look at you like you are everything they would ever want, sexually, physically. So why would they need anyone else? So that's kind of like what their conflict is. Like you could give them everything that they want, fulfill all their desires, But I'm not sure, with this devil energy. And we are going to get some clarifiers. But let's see. What is not balanced? The Six of Pentacles is coming up to clarify the Queen of Wands. So why is that here? Taurus energy, Six of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands coming up. That's where the conflict is. It could be balancing energy, how much they're willing to put in. But again, I'm seeing from their end right now, they're only putting in for a physical connection right now, but they are deep in thought over offering or giving anything else. That could be where the conflict is. How much energy are they going to give in other departments of this connection? Now, for some of you, you could already be in a physical connection. Nine of Pentacles, the energy of independence, the energy of someone just feeling abundant on their own. Look at this energy of nighttime too, which is very different than the imagery from the rest of the cards. This is our first winter imagery with snow on the ground. This person could have been very independent for a while. They could also be looking at you as someone, that could challenge that. Do they want to stay independent? Do they, I feel like this person is in their, I feel like this person is super confident, and they may have been independent and in their power for a while. And if they are like playing the field, dating, and it's been a lot of physical encounters, I do feel like this is where the conflict is, because now they have their Queen of Wands. What now? What do they do? I think that's kind of what the challenge is. All right. 10 of Swords with the Devil. Now, this is where I'm thinking this person could want to be leaving this energy behind. We have a couple of cards of someone walking away from something. 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, 8 of Jars. And 8 of Jars with the Ace of Wands, maybe walking away from coming forward in such a aggressive, passionate way. But then I'm also seeing like the death of the Devil energy. So that could be transformation. That could be change that this person might be experiencing. Don't be so scared of the devil. It could also be that this person is now recognizing or aware, especially if they've been in their sacral energy, their, sexuality, their passion. This could also represent them being creative and, in other endeavors. Let's see. 10 of Swords and the Devil. What is this person currently thinking and feeling right now for Pile 2, Spirit? What could you tell us with this energy? Coming up in reverse, we have the Borrow. And that's card number 7, which is the Chariot coming up in reverse. Okay, this person it looks like there's stuck energy, guys. I'm going to be honest. If you're sensing this person is, and you might still be talking with this person, you might still be in a connection, but I feel like this person is stuck. Where does this connection go? Do they want it to progress? Are they ready for it? Why else? Card number 7 is Cancer energy. That could be very emotional. It's in Moon energy as well. So that could be anxiety. I'm getting, they might be holding themselves back. And even if there was an ending between you and this person, which may or may not be the case, I really do feel like, if anything, they're considering ending some of their really toxic habits. Temperance. Wow. This is card number 14. Sagittarius energy, fire energy again. and balancing something. And you know what? And that's the energy I'm getting. Them tempering old habits, old ways. And you know what? I kind of want to get a clarifier for the devil, okay? Because I don't want you to be so scared of it. So why is the devil here, Spirit? Before we move on to the oracle, why is the devil here, Spirit? What is this about? Is this about sexual encounters? What is this? Princess of Wands. Okay. And it's coming up in reverse. So this could really represent. Now, Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands. The energy of someone not making moves. Like the page is very fast, quick. And it's the youngest of the suits, and it's wands, it's fire energy. It's like someone starting new connections a lot. And it's in reverse. So I almost feel like this is kind of what this person is trying to balance. Do they want to keep going like this? Is this the phase they want to stay in? And I feel like they might be transforming this phase that they might have been in. And now we also have the Page of Swords, the Princess of Swords coming up. 2 pages. You know, the Page of Swords could be like clarification, them taking swift action in a direction with more wisdom. And, you know, again, don't forget we have wisdom coming up at the bottom of the deck. So they could very well be in their head about it. How are they going to communicate with you? And I do feel like it is swift action. But they are trying to temper that because I think they're used to, you know, a little bit more physical. What is this? Queen of Pentacles. And it's coming up sideways. So, you know, you could also represent someone that is full of abundance. Someone that they may have to go slow with. You know, someone that could offer stability. Someone they might want to be in a deeper connection to. Look at how big this bee is. I love bumblebees. My friends and I in the city, we have a crew. We're the bee crew, the city bees. You know, I love bumblebees because they're so beautiful. And our world, we wouldn't even have oxygen without them. You know, they make everything blossom and bloom in abundant bees. So I feel like that's what they view you as. They're feeling like you could potentially bring in some really good abundance. Now, I do feel like that is what they are thinking and feeling. You know, this devil energy came out twice. I do feel like you've been dealing with a person that is considering moving past their old habits and ways. If you're wondering about this person, are they not ready to settle down? Do they have multiple people? The answer might be yes, but I do feel like they are getting out of it. I don't know. I do feel like they are in a period of transformation. Now, whether or not this person is the right person for you, I can't say, but this is how they're currently feeling and thinking because you're making them really, you know, change their perspective on matters. They're distracted now. Something about you is causing them to pause. And I do really feel like they want to end some of their old ways, honestly. Now, with the Magician coming up too, with the 6 of Wands, they're thinking about success with you. I feel like they're trying to figure out, you know, and get all their ish together and balance whatever is going on with them because they wouldn't be able to come forward without it unless they are balanced. Look at this jar. You know, they have the cup, and it's huge. They have everything they need. And I think they want to come forward. They want you. Page of Pentacles. And they might take baby steps in your direction to temper this passion. You know, if you're already in a physical connection with this person is having a hard time you are like permeating in their mind, especially if you've already been physical with them. They can't stop thinking about it. Something about your energy is just, whoa. They are very turned on by you. Are they willing to settle down? That's on their mind. I'm not sure, but they're definitely thinking about it. They're considering it. You're making them pause. What are they thinking and feeling, Spirit? Whoa, let's get one more. Pride. Okay. Bottom of the deck, distracted. Yes. Like the honey pot, how it spilled. Something, they are, I feel like they're distracted because you're the full package. Obsession. This could be the devil energy. Whoa. Infatuation, adoration, addiction. That could be it too, guys. I mean, the devil came out twice. That could be very addictive energy. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. With the devil coming out twice, and then we got obsession and thinking. This could be this person really stuck in their mind about you. They might not even have other people. That could just be the energy of them not wanting to settle down. Doesn't mean they had like other people, but a lot of passion is coming through in this energy reading. So, it really depends on what type of connection. You know this person better than I, but they are now, I don't know. I don't want to promise or give anyone false hope, but I do feel like they are starting to think of something that might be more stable. Family is coming out, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. That might not be the case, but the idea of 10 of Cups, like they might see you being their person that they could see long term, and that might be very exciting to them. But they also could be stuck in their head about it because of the energy of this being way too passionate, or they're feeling so physically, drawn to you that it's hard for them to see straight, is the energy I'm getting. So, I think that's kind of what they're trying to temper, this addictive energy, this physical passion. Because again, I'm going to be honest, I'm not seeing too many cups coming up. So emotionally speaking, it's hard to see how they're feeling because there's just so much fire energy involved in this reading. It could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy that's coming up. The Empress specifically is Taurus. So that is, what is it? Earth energy. We do have, what else do we have? Pentacles coming up. So Earth energy is coming up. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That doesn't mean you or your person is that. Also see swords, or air, I should say. Do I? A lot of major arcana coming in with the clarifiers. So I feel like this person is growing in strength too. All right, their feelings might be transforming. But yeah, I feel like they want to manifest something with you. Because the fire hasn't died out. If there was an ending between you and this person, but I think the majority of you, this person is ending some toxic ways. All right, what is pile two's advice, Spirit? What can we tell pile two today with this energy? All right, we'll stick with two. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And then I'm also noticing break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. This could be something, if this person is just someone that you're noticing is only coming forward in a physical way and is sexually heated, way, this might be a pattern. You might really be someone that is very beautiful, which I'm sure all my viewers are. Everyone's beautiful in their own way, and that might make you pause. Like, is this person only looking at me because of, my physical, attributes, or do they value me in other ways? Right now, I'm seeing that you are bringing this person to pause, but wow, they are really obsessing over you in a passionate way. Now, if you're noticing that this is a pattern, that you're attracting people that are, only giving you attention in that department, that is up to you if this person is, but again, some of you might see this person as a potential for something more serious. So your guidance is divinely guided. So I do think, whatever decision you are making the best decisions for yourself. Spirit is telling me that you are walking down your divine path. So whatever is going on with this person, don't second guess yourself. I do feel like this person is really, whatever it is that you're doing, this person can't stop thinking about it. Especially if you just started getting physical with this person. This person is like a dog in heat when it comes to you. I'm going to be honest. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like, they cannot stop thinking about it. They are so distracted in their daily life. And you might start feeling the same energy, but now the idea of is where the balance is. Is it only going to be physical? Is this what it is? Or is there more to this? So that is, the path that you are walking right now with this person. And I do feel like Spirit is saying, it's up to you to be conscious if you are, noticing some patterns. But I also feel that you are at a point in your life where you are able to use discernment and you are trusting your spirit team. And I think that is what Spirit is saying, like, trust the process. Okay. Wow. So this is where we are going to keep your reading today. I hope this made sense and gave you some insights in some way. And I hope I see you again. Bye, guys. Hello, and welcome to your reading, Pile 3. So if you chose this Malachite mini tower, and or if you chose the Awaken tarot deck, then this is your reading. Before we get into the tarot, I did want to pull one card from the Tarot of the Pyramids to check in with the energy we're asking today. The person currently on your mind, Pile 3, what are their thoughts and feelings for you right now? What is the current energy on that? And I thought it would be a good idea to check in with our Tarot of Pyramids deck, and it's my favorite deck. Okay, wanted to give it one cut for you, Pile 3. So Spirit, thank you for being here. We are asking, this is a timeless reading as well. Pile 3, keep in mind that whenever you come across this, the messages should resonate. The Empress, wow. So you guys got the Empress. This is card number 3. This is Taurus energy. Okay, so it's a major arcana that came out for you guys. We're going to put it right there. See if you could see that. All right, bottom of the deck energy. The Hanged Man. Card number 12. Another major arcana, Pisces. A different perspective is being viewed in this connection. I feel like this person is seeing things through in a different way. There may be a little stuck energy though with the Hanged Man, even though they're seeing things at a different angle. They may not be taking any action. We also have the Empress coming up. What beautiful energy the Empress is. And that is, it is earth energy with Taurus. It's very abundant. Look at how beautiful. I feel like that looks like me. But yeah, the Empress. All right, I'm giving myself a lot of credit because that is just gorgeous. Wow. All right, but that's how they view you, this person on your mind, pile 3. So let's get into it. We're going to get 4 cards, and then we're going to get some clarifiers. This person on pile 3's mind, Spirit, thank you again for being here today for pile 3. What are their thoughts and feelings right now for pile 3? What are their current thoughts and feelings for pile 3, Spirit? Wow. Queen of Pentacles coming up. You got the Empress, you got the Queen of Pentacles, feeling abundance. Such beautiful, look at the roses, so romantic. Fertility with this bunny could be very fertile, but I've never seen a red bunny before. Wow. That could be sacral, well, no, sacral is more orange. That would be sacral. So like root energy, grounded energy. Oh, that makes sense. Because it's an earth sign. So Queen of Pentacles is, what is it? Sagittarius energy, which is a little bit of fire, but it's also Capricorn, which is the earth sign. All right, let's move on. What a beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Your person is thinking about how you're a catch. I see they view you as a catch. 3 of Pentacles, they want to work with you. They're thinking you might work with them, but that might not be for everyone. 3 of Pentacles, I feel like they think you make a good team. They're thinking about, partnering up with you in some way that you guys could solve any problem that comes. They have high esteem for you. Pile 3. How are their thoughts and feelings for you right now? A lot of grounded energy. Ooh. Sorry. Ace of Wands. Okay, so now we have a little passion. Look at this city in the background. Some of you might live in the suburbs. I feel like, or, you might be traveling to the city. I don't know. That could be a message for some of you. But, this is the Ace of Wands. More fire energy. This could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Well, I guess this is the only fire energy, to be honest. I think just with the Empress, even though it's Taurus, it's in Venus. The Empress to me represents, fire, earth, air, all of it. She's the full package. You're the full package. And they're passionate about you. They feel very inspired. The Moon in reverse. We have another major arcana. And I say that because the Empress and the Hanged Man in our tarot of the Pyramid deck, that's 2 major arcana. So this would be considered our 3rd one. Now the Moon energy is card number 18. It's Pisces energy. Okay, and Pisces is cups. Also, the Moon represents Cancer, of course, which is also cups. Okay. They might feel, something is blocking action. They, with the Hanged Man coming up, they might be stuck a little bit. This could represent why the Moon is here, but let's go through the clarifiers. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Spirit. How does the person on pile 3's mind? What are their thoughts and feelings right now for pile 3? Queen of Pentacles here, Spirit. 8 of Cups. Oh, wow. Walking away from something. I'm wondering if this person ever walked away from you, may have ghosted you. There may have been some type of false start. That could be for a few of you. Now, Eight of Cups, more Cups energy. It's about a person. Now, this could also be past energy. This person might be walking away from something in their past. We're definitely going to get some clarifiers. And wanting to head towards something better, which might represent you, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles. So that could be it as well. We also have a crescent moon. It's the first quarter moon. This could represent like the beginning of, it's in the year that we are in. The first quarter moon is going to be at the beginning of the month. So you might see some action, time sensitive. You might see some action in maybe a week or two. Three of Pentacles. That might be for a few of you. Why is the Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? What is this person thinking and feeling currently right now for? I think there's two cards coming out. Judgment and the Empress again. Wow. You can't make this up. This person is viewing you with such abundance. The Empress, they see you in such high esteem. I'm wondering if I have to cover this up. We'll just do this. Now, this is two major arcana coming out. The Empress is, again, card number 3. Taurus coming in again. Then we have the Judgment card, which is Libra. It's almost like the end, making a decision on something. This person is really thinking about coming forward and working on something with you. I feel like they're coming to that decision and they're coming to a point where they want to start something. But they might not be taking current action. Well, let's see, because the Ace of Wands feels like action, passionate action, very inspired, aligned action. And it's fire energy, so it could be very swift. Why is the Ace of Wands here, sorry? The Fool. Wow. Guys, come on. Card, what is this? Card number 0. Taking a risk in your direction, coming forward in such an inspired way. Look at the glee, the feeling of glee. This person has like a white flower, could be a rose, ready to give. They want to see something blooming and blossoming. I think that is what they are really thinking about. Forward action. Why is the moon here? There's a lot of major arcana coming out for you. This person has strong feelings. The Hermit in reverse. Wow. Now that's card number 9. And this is Virgo energy, more earth sign. And it's coming up in reverse. This person might be in that transition stage of coming out of some type of you might have not communicated with this person. And I feel like this person might be coming out of that. They might want to start communicating. We also have the Knight of Wands, which is fire energy. And the Knight could represent Leo. Also a little bit of Cancer. And we have the Moon, which is Cancer. The Knight of Wands could also be fast-moving action. This person wants to move forward. And look at the same wand as of the Ace of Wands. This person feels divinely guided toward you. That's what they're thinking about. They're really, really feeling like this is a big one. You are big. Meaning, you are important. You are meaningful. You are the Empress coming out twice. Wow. Dude. All right. We're going to go through it. Bottom of the deck energy, balance, 2 of Pentacles. They might have a hard time balancing. I feel like they might have some history that they are healing. Might not have anything to do with you. Let's go through it. So we have the Queen of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups. I'm getting 2 messages. One of them is this could be this person and you having a false start. Maybe nothing really kicked off. This person may have ghosted or been a little hot and cold at one point. And you being you represented as the Queen of Pentacles, you know, they know that you're not going to deal with that. That is something you're not going to accept. And they know that. So that I feel like is a message for some of you. The other message I'm getting with this energy is they might be, you know, going through a transition of leaving something behind in their past that has really left them, you know, depleted energetically. It could have been a romantic connection in their past that they are walking away from or walked away from a while ago. You know, regardless, they are headed towards something better. And I feel like that might be your energy. Let's get some clarifiers. You know, the funny thing is, when I was meditating before your reading, I saw a body of water, someone on a ship or a boat. Actually, not a ship. It was more like a small rowboat. You know, man rowed, could fit more than one person. And it kind of reminds me of this. Like someone, it felt like, and then the boat entered a cave. It was like a whole thing that I saw that is coming, I'm being reminded by this energy right now. So let's see. Why is the Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups here, Spirit? How is this person currently thinking and feeling right now? They may, yeah, I feel like they may have given up on something in the past. That could have been with you. That could have been an old connection that they walked away from. What else? Anything else, Spirit? Okay. I just wanted one more card. Knight of Swords. Yeah, okay. Swift action is what they are contemplating as they're leaving something behind. Now, whatever they are that they're leaving behind, it could be anything. It could be what they did in the past with you. It could be an old relationship, an old connection that has nothing to do with you. They could also be leaving behind old patterns, old habits, and they have come more aware of what they need to do. Almost like they received clarity. They want to come forward with communication, something consistent. I'm seeing a lot of fast action, yet the Hanged Man came out. So if you are currently not communicating with this person, this will happen, I think, suddenly, and then it's gonna be fast. It's gonna be very passionate. This person is going to come with a sense of confidence. I mean, they really, really have their eye on you. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Empress, and Judgment. What are they making their judgment on, Spirit? Working together with you in some way, teaming up with you. You know, you're coming out as the Empress twice. They are really thinking you are abundant. You might already be with this person. Some of you might already be in a connection with this person. This could be your spouse. And wow, they really do deem you in high value. They really do honor you and respect you. So, excuse me. And that's the judgment call they are making. Okay? If they haven't made that clear to you, that they respect you, that they want to come forward to you in a very considered way, that's what they're thinking about, and that's how they feel. They really do. Ooh, that did a little happy dance. Wow, the Devil. Not sure if I could. Let's just put a tiger's eye. The Devil. You might have messages in pile 2, pile 3. There might be messages for you in that reading. It's a little different though, but yeah, this person could feel very passionate about you. They could be leaving behind some toxic behaviors. They really could be focusing on like being more conscious of things that they have to work on. Could have been about, you know, especially if they left behind an old connection. that has nothing to do with you. That could be energy that they don't want to bring into your connection. Why is the devil here, Spirit? Now I got to get another card. Why? What is this about? What are they thinking and feeling? Justice is coming out. 10 of Wands. They might be burdened. I'm going to put it back in the deck just because there's a with the pyramid. But they might be burdened a little bit with bringing more justice. Something might have gone wrong. They may not have been ready at first, especially if there was a false start. This person ghosted you at any time. I feel like they are really wanting to turn that around. They know what they want to do now, but that could only be a message for a few of you. Either way, this person wants things set right. Now, if they are leaving behind old energy from a past connection, something that's not related to you, I do feel like their energy is coming in strong, that, their next connection, they want to make it right. They want to have a better connection with someone. And again, I did mention pile 2. It is quite different. So, keep that in mind. I feel like the intention in this pile is a little bit more clear. This person really is not confused. I do feel like this person is releasing, the old. I think that's what they're thinking about. They really want to work on making whatever this is with you a solid connection. They really do have clarity on that. Now, with the Ace of Wands and the Fool coming out, like, this feels like action, inspired action. Someone that is willing to take a chance on something new, a fresh, new, creative endeavor. They are feeling the spark when it comes to you. Again, you're coming out as the Empress twice. And the Queen of Pentacle energy. Whether you're female or male, it doesn't matter. The idea that you are abundant, you are attractive, like super gorgeous, beautiful in whatever physical way, this person is captivated by you. And they are like I was going to say magnified. I guess you would say magnified, but they are magnetically, that's what I meant, being led towards you. So I feel like this Hanged Man, I think that's what the perspective is, that they are, and look at behind that is Deceptive Shadow. What an interesting dark card. Kind of reminds me a little bit of someone healing old shadows. This could also feel like the devil a little bit, but it is Wands energy. Card 55. Something being divinely guided. If you added, it equals to 10. All right, let's get some clarifiers. Ace of Wands with the Fool. How is this person thinking and feeling for pile 3, Spirit? Whoa, that was way too many, guys. How does this person think and feel about you? Pile 3. King of Cups. All right, this is our first king. And it's someone that might be really all over the place with their emotion. They might really be feeling strong emotions. That might be where the anxiety is that I'm getting. What are they thinking and feeling? So their feelings I think are very strong. I will say that. It is getting a little bit of addictive energy too. We have the Emperor. Oh my goodness. Wow, they might look at you like their divine counterpart. Take that as it resonates, with the Emperor coming out in reverse. They also could feel like they're not good enough for you yet. That could be why they are hesitant, but that might just be for a few. They might be lacking in confidence. They might be lacking in stability. They might not be sure. And again, that could just be from what they are leaving behind with this 8 of Cups, especially if it's something in their past that they are healing. Let's get Yeah, I'm going to get one more. How are they thinking and feeling? Yeah, wow. Three of Swords. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm getting the energy that they might have had a breakup in their past. I'm not getting it's with you, though. If it is, it might be. Some of you might have broken up with this person, but I think the majority of you, this could be what they are leaving behind. Someone in their past that they might really still be healing from. That could be, causing a little bit of hesitation. Although I am feeling like once they make their decision, once their judgment comes in, I do feel like they are going to they're going to speed forward because they are feeling incredibly attracted to you. Addictive energy. But when someone is healing and yet something new comes along that creates that spark, there could be a little bit of limbo. With the Hanged Man, is this the right time? Am I ready? All right, we have the Moon in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. Is this person ready? Wheel of Fortune. Wow. I picked up on that energy with the fives. Divinely guided. This person might feel like you might be their person. Wow, now we have the Two of Pentacles coming up in upright. Balancing their emotion. I see a boat on water again. The imagery of but when I was seeing that image, the water was very still, calm, like safe. Was the feeling I was sensing. So I feel like that is what this person is getting toward when it comes to you. Their emotions might be a little bit wild right now. They may have gone through a tower moment, but they are really valuing you, placing you in very high esteem. But yeah, let's get into the oracle. But I do sense this person is on the cusp. They are ready to move forward. I feel like your energy is helping them. They may have left and walked away from a very toxic relationship. I'm getting the energy that there was a lot of conflicts, a lot of internal bruises. This person may have had to heal. With the Devil energy too, it's the energy of someone may have been stuck in old ways. And I think in this case, that could be what their block is currently. Is their past going to affect their future with this new person, i.e. you? All right, let's get, and that could be really hard. That could be a toxic thoughts that I'm sensing. Are they able to work together with you? Could they release this old, energy? Now, if this is someone from your past that you broke up with, this person, and that could only be for a few of you, they are still valuing you. And I am sensing this person wants to come forward. All right, let's get some oracles. Spirit, let's shuffle it one more time. I'm not sure if I was such in the zone right now. Pile 3, this is very interesting energy. It's very different than pile 2. There was a couple of similarities. All right, either way, let's get into some more details, Spirit. What else is this person thinking about when it comes to pile 3? What else is on their mind about pile 3? Breaking point. Final straw, overwhelmed, limit. They might be at that point where they are ready to move forward. They've come to that new perspective. They are ready with swift action. Emotional storm, possibilities coming out. And that's the energy I'm getting with the King of Cups in reverse. Like this person could still be, trying to balance how they're feeling. It could be new to them. They may not have felt these emotions in a while. It could scare them that they are feeling this strong about someone new, especially if you are a new person to them. But I do feel like they're sensing so many possibilities as well. Look at this person on a parachute just sailing through the air, releasing those toxic thoughts, taking that risk. It feels like the fool, leaping, a leap of faith, knowing that there's so many beautiful, positive outcomes that could exist with you. Bottom of the deck, we have fantasy coming up. I want to get one or two more. Spirit, before we get into your advice, Spirit, how else is this person thinking and feeling? What's going on? Longing. This could be someone from your past. Some of you, memories. This could be someone that you ended things with, where this person may have walked away. But I do feel like they want to come back around. I am getting that you might get some communication from this person. They are looking at you in very high esteem. But I think the majority of you, this might be someone that is leaving someone else in the past. But they are longing for a fresh start. They are getting into their breaking point. Sometimes when you're healing, and it could take a while, you might not know when you're ready. They might have good memories of you as well. It could a little bit be bittersweet for them as far as what they're leaving behind. It could be scary. Change could be scary, guys. Okay? But with all this energy of fast moving action, I do expect this person to come in suddenly and soon. Especially if you haven't talked to this person in a while. They're at their breaking point. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what is the advice for pile 3? Regardless if this is someone from your past or if this person is leaving someone in their past. I feel like there is a fresh start coming. But it's always going to be your choice whether or not you want that fresh start. Awakening. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. That could be what you're experiencing. This feels a little bit like the third eye. It's the second chakra. A lot of that feeling of consciousness. Your consciousness is rising. This person, whatever's going on with this person, I feel like for you also are getting a higher perspective. But it's more in a spiritual way. Spirit, what other advice? So Spirit is recognizing that if you're meditating, you could be dreaming, you could be having very lucid dreams too. And this, I'm looking at a third quarter moon on this card. So this could be happening, feeling like the energy of 1 to 3 weeks. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I really do feel like you are really strongly connected to spirit. Pile 3. And just remember that you are being divinely guided no matter what. So whether this person is someone special or not, but I do feel like this person is someone meaningful. There are a lot of major arcanas that came out that always signifies to me someone that is meaningful. You could have a spiritual connection with this person. This person could be healing from some past karma, a past karmic relationship. Now, if you and this person did end things or never really started things, It could be because this person was healing from something, but they still have very sweet memories of you. And I do believe that they are coming back in. That's what they're thinking. That's how they're feeling. Let's get some more advice for you, though. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah, the messages are coming in that you are being initiated. Your Kundalini is rising. I feel like you might be walking down a spiritual path. You are connecting more with spirit. You are connecting more with your intuition as well. I feel like you are being divinely guided on decisions. So, how this person is thinking and feeling, I feel like that is why they are getting more magnified toward you. Or gosh, why can't I say that word today? The idea of them just being guided towards you, which is why I feel like there's going to be some swift action. A decision is going to be made. You know, the Emperor's coming up twice. They have not let you go at all. They're longing for you. It's feeling overwhelming. You know, there's only so much you could push someone away before you explode almost. And I feel like that's where they're at, especially if they've been not grasping your cup. I feel like they are coming, they want to, and I feel like it's going to happen. But, oh, yes, coming after that. Wow. I saw it. I felt it. But this is the cave I also saw. Wow, spirit. Okay, it's all clicking. You know, this ship was entering a cave. So I feel like this, or not a ship, the boat that I imagined. I feel like that could be you. Still waters, but I also feel like the energy of this person as well. Either way, there might be some forward movement with this person. And gosh, if this resonated, let me know in the comments, you know, if this made sense, if this gave you some insights in some way. And hopefully I will see you for our next reading. Bye, guys.